Good afternoon. You are listening to Apna Radio 93.9 Dublin South FM. This is Sharad Awasthi with India This Week. India will start a new program to help in capacity building for Border Security Force of Mongolia. The Indian Prime Minister, on welcoming the Mongolian visiting president, announced various programs. India has announced that holy relics of two of the Buddha's leading disciples will travel to Mongolia next year. The Indian Prime Minister highlighted common Buddhist bonds between Mongolia and India. India will also start issuing free e-visas for Mongolian citizens. India will launch several new initiatives, from training programs to the appointment defense attaché at the embassy. India will also launch a new capacity building program for Mongolian border security forces, the Indian Prime Minister said. The Supreme Court of India on Tuesday adjourned to October 15 the hearing of habeas corpus petition filed by Dr. Gitanjali Angamo. She is wife of climate activist Sonam Wangchuk, challenging his preventive detention under NSA 1980 Act following the September 24th violence in Leh. A bench of Justice Arvind Kumar and N.V. Anjaria deferred the matter on a request by senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who was appearing for Ms. Angamo. On October 6th, the court had issued notice to the Union government and the Ladakh administration, but left it to the authorities to decide whether the grounds of Mr. Wangchuk's detention could be shared with his wife. You would know that Sonam Wangchuk was the inspiration for the blockbuster movie Three Idiots. The International Monetary Fund, in its October outlook, increased India's growth projection by 20 basis points to 6.6% for 2025, while projecting a decline of the same intensity to 6.2% in 2026. This is a minor growth compared to India's ongoing 6% growth. Meanwhile, the Washington headquartered financial institution predicts that the global growth would edge upwards by 20 basis points to 3.2% this year. Elaborating the rationale for the upward minor revision for India's growth rate, IMF attributed it to a carryover effect from the strong first quarter, which helped India more than offset the impact of US President Donald Trump's induced tariff regime. India's GDP in the June end peaked to 5-quarter high of 7.8%, primarily driven by sectors such as manufacturing, services, and construction. The AI firm Anthropic has announced that they will be opening their first office in Bangalore. The Google and Amazon-backed firm is looking to expand by tapping into India's massive market and hiring. The country is the second largest market for Anthropic's AI cloud services that has become popular to perform code tasking, still ahead of rival OpenAI's ChatGPT. It is valued at $183 billion. Bangalore will be Anthropic's second office in the Asia-Pacific region after Tokyo. 1.86 crore, about 18 million women in UP will receive free LPG cylinders, according to the Uttar Pradesh government. The government will be distributing 2 free LPG refills to these number of women across the state under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, and this is ahead of the festive season of Diwali. Mahagathbandhan may announce seat-sharing arrangements in Bihar. They are in the opposition to the ruling NDA alliance. Dozens are killed as Afghan Taliban and Pakistan exchange deadliest gunfire in years together. This is the second time this week that two sides have traded fire along their border. Tensions between Islamabad and Kabul have flared in recent days with the deadly exchange of gunfire, which is stoking fear of wider regional conflict. This border battle is coinciding with Afghan Foreign Minister visiting India. That's it from me. You are listening to Apna Radio 93.9 Dublin South FM. Charmaine will be back next week. Until then,
everything's fine on 93.9 Dublin South FM.